Alright, good morning. I'm going to show you this shrug down. I'm trying to adjust my shirt to look as thin as possible. Anyway, you can see I have a neutral grip bar here. And the idea is we're going to set up, try to be as straight up and down as we can. Set up like you would for a pull down. And the motion will be not to pull, but to shrug down. And then we'll pull at the elbows, not the hands, and really activate that scapula and push the chest up. So hopefully, I'm here by myself, and I would not call myself a videographer by any stretch, but hopefully it can give you a good idea. I'll do a little bit from the side, and I'll put it behind me to hopefully kind of give you a guide as to what I was describing. So again, you're setting up, and I just get some tension into the handle and shrug down. That's one motion, and then really pull at the elbows and activate the scap and the traps, and you'll even feel it in the rear delts, in the rhomboids. And what I do is I'll shrug down, push that chest up, 1/1000, 2/1000 up. Okay, so let me move this real quick. Now, I'm not the most muscular guy on the planet, so I don't know what this will show you, but just kind of get an idea of how the motion works. So, again, start with the arms out. Every machine is going to be a little different, so you may have to lean back a little bit because what you're looking for is constant tension. Shrug down, pull at the elbows and really squeeze that scap. 1/1000, 2/1000 up. And that's the shrug down. Now, how this came into be is I worked with Paul Kelso. If you've not ever heard of Paul, you should Google him. He wrote a book called The Kelso Shrug Method. And I suggest it because it's a great thing to read. And for all of you that love to try all these different movements, there's it's literally tons of different shrugs. One of the things that I did was I've got fairly big traps, but to help my bench press, what I would do, because when I would bench big when I was early in my career, I'd get that big heavy weight and it would flatten me out. And these types of shrugs got to where, especially where I engage the scapula, I'd get that heavy weight even now and I can hold my form. But what we did, as opposed to going heavier just on like regular shrugs, we would go to a moderate weight, we would shrug up and hold for a 2 count. So you get that static hold, because that's really just pumping all the time. It's great for conditioning, but you want to be specific to what your needs are. And again, remember, with assistance, if you're having to go balls out to get the response that you want, we're probably not working hard enough on our main movement. So I would go moderate weight. Like, I have shrug machines, and I've done static hold shrugs with 700 plus pounds, and that sounds really cool, but it didn't allow me to recover. It just beat me to death. So most times I'll do a set of 12, 270 pounds on a machine, which is not very heavy. Shrug up, 2, down. Up, 2, down. And do that with all your movements. And for you guys that have them, there's two other movements that I would suggest. And I may have video somewhere on an old YouTube. You can go to a cable crossover, get the handles up as high as you can, take the handles, step back until you have full tension. And you're going to lean back, put one foot in front of the other, give you some leverage, and shrug. And these were the things we called Kelso shrugs. Colin Rhodes, who is a friend of mine that I met several years ago, was a friend of Paul's, and that was his big go-to movement. The other thing is, if you have a chest supported row, it's a little different than that seal row. We would do basically the same thing. We'd get set up, and it's great, especially if you've got a wide grip on that chest supported row, because it mimics more your grip on bench. And you just shrug back. A little pull at the elbows to really activate that scapula. Spread the chest, a hold, and down. With these, I would suggest starting slow, moderate weight, 3 sets of 6 to 8, and really get that squeeze. And then you'll get to the point where you can, add more weight. Uh, if grip is an issue, by all means use straps. I mean, you're never going to do a shrug down competition. The whole idea that it's a tool that's going to help you hold that form and that back strength to really engage when you're deadlifting. So, any comments, I'm all for it. Let me know if this helps. All right, have a good day, guys.